Well, it's the 19th out here, Wednesday, I guess night. Came out to kind of clean up this mess a little bit and go through and make sure everything's good and tight. I don't want parts falling off this while I'm going down the road. So before I put the tools away, I just wanted to tighten things up. And it had a comment about the bolt that goes right here, and that it's much easier to put in before you put that arm in place. And in fact, that is correct. I took the one that was in there out because they had this variety, which goes with an earlier engine case that I'm going to be running. A lot of the earlier ones didn't have a insert on the engine case to screw a bolt into. So you had one of these guys with there's a shoulder on the tranny there to hold this horseshoe, and then you run a nut down from the engine side. I'm running a doghouse cooler, which makes that a real pain. Besides, my case has an insert, so I need to put a regular bolt in there. And for all the squawking I've done about people putting the wrong bolts in and using the wrong stuff, I'm guilty as well. I make modifications, but you know, I've been driving these a long time, and I make modifications that I know are good, at least for me. But so here's my modification. Basically, this is engine mounting bolt from a Rabbit off the I guess it would be the pulley end of the engine, be on the passenger side. Engine mount bolt. It's about, well, let's see here. It's just a little bit longer than the one that came out of here. But another thing I know about these bolts when you're trying to tighten them from underneath is that with that shoulder for this horseshoe thing, you have to have a pretty thin socket to get on there in order to run this guy down tight. So what I do is I take a fairly thick washer and put on there, and you can see it's not much bigger than the head of the bolt, and then I grind one side of it flat to fit that shoulder, and that way more of the head of the bolt sticks out where I can get on it with my socket and crank it down, and makes for a better installation. So I'm gonna put this guy in there, and shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I can pry forward on my arm there and then slip the bolt in from the back side, and I should be good to go. Then I have to see if I've got any rubber boots laying around. If I don't, I'll have to order up a pair and go that way. I know I have one boot in the house, but no hardware for it, but I can reuse these clamps and screws if necessary. But I'll see what I got. I haven't dug through all my boxes, so I might have some stuff. And then clean up the mess and call it a night. See if I can do this here. We'll find out. I got to make sure and get the flat part of this this guy where it belongs on the shoulder back here. But if I don't get my fingers in there, this shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Find out. Come on, you. Yeah, you have to move that arm. There we go, quite a ways. And then I'll fit my washer down. Ooh, got my finger out just in time. And there we go. And I'll be able to turn this nut, or this bolt, with a wrench easier, being that it's up on top of that thick washer there. And yeah, anyway, so one of the modifications I do, there are several. I've driven many of these old trucks for long periods of time over the years, so I found a few things that are beneficial for me when I got to maintenance them. But yeah, for Wednesday, thanks for watching.